Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. I've been trying to figure out what this all-terrain vehicle is. It turns out it's a Suzuki LT80. That's a two-stroke Suzuki, and if you want to get the date of manufacture and all that kind of stuff, if you spend just a couple of seconds looking underneath here, you'll see that tag. And hopefully you could read that, and if you do, in the 10th digit you will see that it is a 2004. It's kind of cool that the gas tank is right a piece of the plastic. This is going to be a really interesting bike. The two-stroke engine was replaced with, if you guys could read that, a Kymco pit bike engine. So it's got probably a 4-speed and a hand clutch, or a 3-speed and a hand clutch. Look at that drive chain. I mean, you can like drive a tractor. I mean, like a real tractor with that. I'm actually impressed with this. When I got it and we were loading it, I'm like, boy, for a China all-terrain vehicle, that thing is mighty well built. I mean, it's got grease fittings, it's heavy, very, very well made. So that pit bike engine should be great. It appears to be heavy enough, even if you put a full-size adult on it, which has a tendency to move your center of gravity upward, which makes them tippier. I think it's heavy enough down below where it should be stable. That is a small all-terrain vehicle, and I've rolled those on turns. You kind of go into a turn, and next thing you know, you're tipping, and it's right on over. When you start looking at the mid-size stuff, this guy, or back to the Suzuki, right? We adults could ride them. Once again, given that the Suzuki is even heavier than the one I just showed you, I think it'll stay put. Anyhow, I want to get this thing out for a ride. You guys could see I got my latest gas tank hack on there. I've been very, very happy with that. It's so easy. Just hang the bottle, and you use another bottle with fuel to fill it through the little hole that I put on the side right there. Right, you squeeze that a little bit, and that a little bit, and then as this thing shrinks to size, it just draws the fuel right in. No spillage, really nice. Okay, I want to get this thing out for a ride, but that's a little hard to do with all these wires and so forth. So I think I'm going to clean it up and just ride it. I'm going to call it bare. I'm just going to put the portable CDI on it. That way I don't have to mess with the battery and charging system and so forth. I showed you guys on this thing how to build your own kind of CDI out of scrap parts. I showed you guys how to make a charging system for it. I showed you guys how to hook up the solenoid so that you can actually use the push button to start it. All one needs to do now is clean up the wires. Maybe we'll make a wire harness actually for it. The back plastic right now I believe is in the driveway shed, so I'm not going to put that on, and given that I'm not putting it on for the ride, it means I don't have a place to put the battery. So until I have that, it's really hard to put any real wiring on this thing. Anyway, so I'm going to clean it up, then we'll get it out for a ride. I got the extra wiring and all off of here, right? I simplified it. I just have those two wires go to the starter. They go to the jump pack. The jump pack switch will be what energizes that. And you guys could see I went with the portable CDI box. It just cleans everything up so much. As I'm trying to ride this thing, especially for the first time, I really don't need any surprises. So let's give it a quick start. The choke is set already, right? As you look down through there, you can see the butterfly. So let me just set up the camera We'll see if it fires up and what the story is. I noticed the last couple of times I messed with it, there's a lot of play in the cable, so that needs to be worked on for the future. I'm just trying to get the first ride out of this thing to see what it's like. Here we go. I believe I put a PZ27 on this thing. Let's see what it's going to do. Let's let it warm up. I'm going to put the GoPro on. We'll see if we can't get a ride out of it. Or it's going to stall. This is the second ride. On the first one, my GoPro messed up. So let's hope this one works better. Let's turn it on. I'll get as much of this as possible until the GoPro messes up again. I mean, it's blinking, supposedly it's working. The more it runs, the happier it seems to be. For tight areas, first gear is a little bit tall. It's a 4-speed transmission, wall down. I like that. Just downshift it to first. This thing is flashing, so hopefully some of this. Second. Third. Back to second to get around the corner. It's good to see that the deer are using my front yard as a bathroom. Wide open, the slide doesn't slide all the way up. Once this carburetor is adjusted properly, it'll slow down a little bit more during the tight sections. Right, that's the idle. It's always interesting coming back through here, seeing what kind of stuff is going on. I don't see any man-made stuff, so I guess there's nothing to worry about. There's some trees down, obviously, branches. Anyway, oh, I forgot about the mud. Yeah, this seems to be a real nice
I get used to it a little bit, I'll be able to get it out, really lean it into the turns and so forth. It'll just be a fun ride. I don't know if you guys ever mess up. I knocked over a shelf. I actually loaded it beyond the midpoint, and as it was falling, I cut my finger. I was cutting a piece of tape with a sharp knife. Cut my finger. I was unloading the Baja Warrior from the truck, and just as I was leaning in to lift it, kind of to jerk it, you know, kind of give it a bit of a jerk lift, the steering spun, nailed me right alongside the eye. Quite the smackdown. Didn't give me a black eye, but it gave me a bit of a Frankenstein cut. Didn't need stitches, but it did leave a mark. Let's put it that way. And it stung me good enough where I was like, you know, I went to lift it again, and I had to take a second and, you know, kind of get my bearings back. So many toys in so little time. See, this thing is still flashing. Maybe we're gonna get a... This is third. This thing could go faster than I want to go, especially into the turns. I don't know if it has brakes. I really haven't tried them. Yeah, this is a nice, well-made little machine. Nice tight turning radius. Yeah, once again, it'll definitely get going a lot quicker. Than I'd like to be getting going on it. Anyway, so I got this from Kevin Bergeron. It's some wheeling and dealing and trading. Gave him a couple of Z50s for it. I'm happy with it. It's a nice little deal. I want to thank you, Kevin. By the way, guys, go check out Kevin's channel, Kevin Bergeron. If I remember, I'll try to... Okay. I'll include it in the link. Anyway, this one seemed to take. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment. I want to thank everybody who subscribed. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. You know, it's kind of cool when you make a hybrid, you know, you Frankenstein something. This is a pit bike engine, hand clutch on a Suzuki LT80 frame. I like it. Yeah, it's got a little suspension, just not a lot. Yeah, that could be softer. I gotta take a look. Maybe the shocks could be loosened up. Yeah, no, the back can't. Maybe the front. The fronts are the ones that are actually tight. The back's got a little bounce to it. Okay, once again, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Heads up, feet down, get out there and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.